In this video, we're going to explore Emma and her trip to Manchester. Lastly, I'll teach you the words in yellow. Emma's trip to Manchester. Emma had always wanted to visit Manchester, a city she had heard so much about. One Friday morning, she packed her bag, grabbed a train ticket, and set off on an adventure. As the train sped through the countryside, Emma looked out of the window, excited about everything she would see and learn. When she arrived in Manchester, the first thing she noticed was the hustle and bustle of the city. People were walking quickly, cars honked, and the sound of conversations filled the air. Emma pulled out her phone and opened the map to find her first destination, the Manchester Museum. At the museum, Emma explored exhibits about ancient Egypt, dinosaurs, and the history of Manchester itself. She found it fascinating to learn that Manchester was one of the first industrial cities in the world. She even practiced her English by reading the signs and descriptions next to the exhibits. "This is a good way to improve my vocabulary," she thought to herself. After the museum, Emma decided to grab some lunch. She found a cozy cafe and ordered a traditional English dish, fish and chips. While eating, she overheard a conversation at the next table. A couple was talking about their favorite football team, Manchester United. Emma had heard that football was very popular in the city, so she decided to visit the Old Trafford Stadium after lunch. At Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United, Emma took a guided tour. The guide explained the history of the stadium and the famous matches that had been played there. Emma asked a few questions in English, practicing her speaking skills. "What's the most famous match that took place here?" she asked. The guide smiled and explained about a historic game from years ago. As the day came to an end, Emma walked through the city centre, admiring the modern buildings mixed with older architecture. She took some pictures of the town hall and visited a few shops to buy souvenirs for her friends and family. On the train ride back home, Emma felt tired but happy. She had seen so much and had many opportunities to practice her English. She thought about how helpful it was to be in an English-speaking environment, listening to conversations and asking questions. Emma smiled, thinking about her next adventure and how much she was learning. Not just about new places, but also about improving her English along the way. Set off. To begin a journey. Emma set off on her trip to Manchester early in the morning. Hustle and bustle. Busy and noisy activity. The hustle and bustle of the city made it feel lively and exciting. Honk. The sound a car horn makes. Cars honked as they passed through the busy streets of Manchester. Pull out. To take something out from a bag, pocket, etc. Emma pulled out her phone to check the map. Grab. To take something quickly or casually. She grabbed her coat before leaving for the museum. Overhear. To hear something unintentionally. Emma overheard two people talking about their favorite football team. Take place. to happen or occur. The football match will take place at Old Trafford Stadium. Souvenir. An item bought to remember a place or event. Emma bought a keychain as a souvenir of her trip to Manchester. Thanks for watching. If you want to continue learning, check this video out.